Hi guys, it's Natalie Rose. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell right now by this on my head, we're gonna do some makeup today. First of all, sorry the background is different. I'm at my parents' house right now, so if you don't recognize it, that's why. Now, I actually had a different video that I was going to post for this Thursday that is pre-filmed. It's actually a makeup and story time, kind of like get ready with me, but I had to change that. I really wanted to change that because of the most recent performance, the Super Bowl by Bad Bunny, and I really want to talk about it because I'm so frustrated at people that are mad at his performance, of it being controversial. I just had to come on here and be like a positive light for his performance because it's really pissing me off. So let me just share my thoughts while I do my makeup because I feel like it's really relevant right now. It's like there's more that's coming out and I just want to share my thoughts. So we're going to change that. That's why I'm doing this video instead. So I'm going to get glam because I have to anyways and I just want to rant. Alright, so if you didn't know, the Super Bowl was this Sunday. It just passed a couple days ago. And Bad Bunny was performing for the Super Bowl. The Grammys was also very recent. Bad Bunny actually won like 2 or 3 awards from the Grammys. I know he got album of the year, which to be honest, guys, I was a little sad only because Justin Bieber. I really wanted Justin Bieber to win something. He's someone else I want to like randomly go on a rant about for another reason, but like anyways, I just really wanted to see him win a Grammy. And I love that he like dropped 2 albums, like Swag 1 and Swag 2. I thought he deserved it, but anyways, so I was kind of a little salty. I'm like, seriously, like, but anyways, at the Grammys, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because at the Grammys, whenever like they show the nominations or the nominees, they have like a song in the background at the same time. And every time it was Bad Bunny's, it was like so vibey. I'm trying to think of it was like I was like, oh my god, wait, like what? I haven't listened to the album, so I'm like, am I missing out? Because this sounds so vibey and like I like Spanish music. I have a few songs that I don't understand on my playlist, like Selena Gomez when she dropped her Spanish album. When I found out he was performing at the Super Bowl, I was kind of excited because I'm like, I want him to sing that song so I can listen to like the full, you know. I wanted him to play that song. So I actually didn't watch the Super Bowl though because I hung out with one of my friends while I'm back in Moncton. And I didn't want to watch it. I don't like football to be honest at all. So like I'm only going to watch the halftime show if I happen to be home. Or I will watch it like the next day on YouTube or something. So like I watched that performance from Bad Bunny and I was so emotional. I don't even know like really why. I'm not from Puerto Rico. I'm not even American. Like I'm Canadian. I'm from Canada and like I was just like I don't think it really takes you to be from that place or even like obviously we have like a special place in your heart for people from Puerto Rico like listening to that. But anyways, I felt like emotional just looking at that because there was so much culture in it and like you could tell it was so authentic to Puerto Rico and maybe even like other Spanish cultures because I've seen a lot of other people. I've seen people reacting to it from Hawaii, from Mexico, and them get emotional and like can relate or they're laughing at like some of the parts like they were talking about how they can relate to that and I'm like this touched so many people like because the American stage, whether you want to admit it or not, is like I think the most famous in the world. Like everyone's watching the Super Bowl. Just the music industry in general when you're like the American music industry is just so international. Like it's just everyone's tuning in to what America's doing in general. But it's like for people to be tuned in to this American football game and then to see people singing in Spanish, even for other countries that they don't have to be from the state of Puerto Rico and America to feel a connection to it. I think that's so obvious with all the reaction videos that I've been watching of like people from Spanish speaking countries like reacting to it and getting really emotional, and it makes me emotional like watching those videos because I'm like, they are so happy. It's like kind of like seeing like a little bit of representation in the language, and you know, like they can still, obviously they understand what he's saying to it. Like there might be some differences, but like they understand what he's saying. They can really like vibe to it. And I'm just like, the reactions that he's getting from like Donald Trump, of course. I was waiting for what he was gonna say. Like I just always am like, are you serious? But like he was that was so mean. His long message. If you want to look that up, you can go and look that up. But it just feels like so cringy when he ends it with like something about America, make America great, or I don't know what he says. It's like something so like offensive, and it's like, okay, like Puerto Rico is a state. They were colonized. Do you really? I get so frustrated because it's like, in the past, it's like, you guys made it part of your country. And you're complaining? Are you serious? Like, it just bothered me so much. And it's like, and then like Logan Paul actually like was like kind of sticking up for, disagreeing with his brother Jake Paul. I'm just talking about like people like, you know, reacting, like people with pretty big platforms reacting and bashing this performance. And then I think we saw like Chris Brown made some comment and he was like, you guys need me back or something, like that should have been me. I don't know, he made some weird comments like not appreciating Bad Bunny's performance. I just thought that was like super disrespectful because it's like, for one, the performance was amazing, the culture, just everything going on, the marriage or the wedding that happened, and it's like really, like it just really bothered me because it's like, that's one of your states. It's part of your culture. It's part of America. And like from what my mom was talking to me about, you know, she was watching, I think there was a little documentary or something on Bad Bunny or something she was watching. And she was talking to me about how like, from my understanding, America doesn't even really take care of like Puerto Rico when there's like a lot of problems, or she was explaining something like that, like there's not a lot of support when they really need it, kind of just like tossing them to the side, like as if they're not part of America, like treating them like their own country, like not helping them out, but then like claiming that they're part of America. So it's like, I don't know, that's my mom was trying to explain something like that to me, and I was like, really? Like that just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. And you can kind of like see that in the reaction of some of the American people, or like the president is just like not really treating this Puerto Rican singer who's from an American state that like is part of America. He can't even enjoy the performance. It's the worst performance, and like it just must be so frustrating for the people in Puerto Rico that are like seeing this, obviously have an even deeper perspective of like, maybe they are being completely ignored by America and not helping them out with things that happen over there. It's like, and it's kind of frustrating because like we just constantly see in different ways how America is just so divided these days, like worse than ever, like since I think President Trump has even been like, I just feel like he just causes so because you always have those people that are like really pro-Trump and believe everything and support what he's saying and like repost it and everything like that, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then you have a lot of people from America that don't agree at all with what Trump does and says, and like even this performance is an example of like, it's a huge part of the American culture, and a lot of the American people are saying like, no, like this performance was amazing. Puerto Rico is part of America. Like it was incredible performance. I completely disagree. Like I think it's amazing that we can celebrate this culture because like, let's be honest, like even me, like not being American, like I have a pretty similar culture in Canada. Like there's a lot of similarities, and like living here, there's a lot of immigrants, and there's a lot of like different, even like languages that the average Canadian doesn't know. For like the average American, like yes, a lot of them I think know some Spanish, but a lot of them they can't really speak fluent in Spanish, unless they've got maybe family that knows it, or that's like maybe part Puerto Rican or something like that. Like a lot of them are kind of ignorant and don't really even understand the culture of that state, and it's just like even though I'm not from there, I can relate to having a lot of different cultures around me. There's like part of Canada, like they make up Canada, but like you learn a lot from them and they will invite you. Like I can't even explain how many different friends I have from all around the world that invite me to their gatherings. Like, you know, it just kind of like I felt like that performance, it just kind of made me sad. And now I'm like, dang, I don't know why, but I feel like I've always heard of Bad Bunny. Like I've heard that name so many times. Was he always that cute? Like, is this a new look, or has he always been that cute and I just wasn't like was kind of like oblivious, or just didn't bother to really like there's so many big artists that like I grew up with, and I kind of just out of nostalgia gravitate towards people that I grew up watching on Disney Channel or something. There's just a nostalgia to it. So like I heard a lot of like Selena Gomez Spanish songs and would listen to those. But I feel really excited that I've been exposed to Bad Bunny and his vibe, because honestly, like, oh my god, he's gorgeous. I was like, what? How did I not like pick up on that? Like he was really cute. And his performance was just, I don't know, like I just loved the vibe. I also think it was like really special towards the end when he was like, there was a bunch of flags. Well, he was like holding the Puerto Rican flag, and then towards the end there was a lot of flags that came out, and he was like naming off a bunch of countries located in like North America. And that was just really special, that how he, I don't know, I just feel like he seems like a really nice person, and I just didn't really, I also just can't really understand sometimes what he says, but like I just thought that I could understand that, and that was like really impactful that he just like took this opportunity to like make it so much bigger than himself and mention all of these countries and try to like unite everybody and just have a good time. I really enjoyed all of the like little details. For one, because I also just love learning about different cultures, and I like being involved in like um different like events that happens, or like if my friends invite me, I like going. um I just really thought it was cute that the beginning of the performance, especially when you get to like see the community of people just like all, you know, doing their own thing, and he's passing by and he's got a bunch of vendors like trying to sell him stuff, which is just really cool because you see a lot of that in like different places around the world. They have like specific like popular vendors and like snacks or whatever. And then he like, you go and see there's like a little table of like old people just sort of vibing together. I thought that was really special, like them just like vibing. And I wanted to try a different eyeliner, like a white eyeliner. I'm gonna do this probably off camera and I'll come back. Gosh, my makeup looks insane like on camera. I was trying to play around with some graphics. I feel it looks better when you're close up, but if I blend into the light coming in, it looks like an alien, but whatever. Don't mind that. It's also my first time, so. But yeah, I guess I just want to know, does anybody else feel like that performance was actually like really good and like impactful? It just feels like maybe they are torn because they don't know which side to feel on, because so many people are like attacking this performance. Maybe they know people, like their friends. I don't know. It's just like music, even though it sounds so deep, music is really deep. I feel like just watching people's reactions during this performance feel like validated for feeling like feeling that their culture or language was represented. That Super Bowl meant a lot to a lot of people, and whether you like it or not, sorry, in my opinion, that did represent America. It represented a state that is in America where there's an incredible culture. Incredible culture that brought a lot of happiness to a lot of people that night, myself included. I want to listen to more of Bad Bunny, and I think he's also one of my crushes. I won't lie, like, I didn't know he was cute like that, guys. Like, he didn't even have to do too much either. Ugh, let me just look this up. Let me find that song that was like I was vibing to at the Grammys every time it was like showing on the screen and stuff. He sang it at the Super Bowl as well. Like, I think it's this one. It's so catchy, like, I don't know why it's like really chill. Like, it's so vibey, like, it's so vibey. I don't know. I feel like you don't need to know the words to enjoy music. Music is literally for everyone. Alright, I think that's all. I think that's everything I have to say. I hope you enjoyed my little look. I hope you enjoyed my rant. I think that's all. Thanks, guys. That's my thoughts on Bad Bunny right now. I should talk about it. Bye.